as you know, this is the teacher Adam Denise. Well, we are going to introduce about himself, about him. He is from the Royal Theological Higher University of San Francisco, Javier of Chuquisaca, currently an English language teacher, of course, with more than 18 years about experience in the field of education and ELT. He holds a certification that he has proficiency in English by the University of Michigan. He also published a handbook named Up for the Class in 2017, and also he represents at the SALT convention in Chicago, United States. So he is a Google certificator, leading Google Educator Group in Bolivia. And also he presently that he's the part of the global Teach Educator. So please listen to the teacher. We are going to start the seminar.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Esther. And once again, thank you so much for this great invitation, this great moment and experience for me to this institution. I think I am new to this institution. I didn't know that you were having this kind of program here. And I really congratulate all the institution, the professors, and you, of course, the students who are going to be new professionals in your careers. And well, of course, English opens not just one door, but many doors, right? So, and I wish you the best in your career, in your future, right? And of course, we should be happy for your anniversary, right? And so you can have a great moment. And of course, I'm going to be here in the evening too, right? Well, so one thing we do in our community all the time is we are constantly learning. Okay. Yes, as Esther mentioned, well, I am not so active right now, but in the past, yes, I was. I was part of the community of Google educators here in Bolivia. You heard about the GEG, right? And we've been principally learning and sharing what we know, right? Principally, during the before and during the pandemic, about technology, about Google for education, right? The certifications, of course. And well, we've been moving this a lot, right? But like I told you, yes, I haven't been actively participating recently, but of course you can find more information with lots of educators and colleagues that still do the work right now with the community, yes? And like I was mentioning, we have this slogan, right? To learn, first of all, we are constantly learning, everybody, yes? We learn, then we share what we learn. With that, we try to inspire people like you, right? Or other people can also inspire us. And with that, we can empower ourselves. We can empower other people with this technology. Yes, not just in education, not just in English, right? But in all careers, right? Technology is everywhere right now. Yes. So for that, we need to constantly learn the new technologies, be updated every time. Technology doesn't stop, right? And that's why. Here, your professor, and thank you, Esther, once again, invited me to share a little bit. I would say a little bit, yes, because honestly, I'm not an expert on this field. Like she mentioned, I'm an English teacher, but I have been introducing technology all the time in my classes, not just after the pandemic, but also before, right? And one topic that is really popular these days is artificial intelligence, right? But before we do that, let's take a look at this clip art here, right? What word do you see here on the left? Pie, yes? Okay, so we know it's pie, it's not pie, right? Okay, so in English we know it's a pie, yes? Do you like pie? Yes. What's your favorite flavor, let's say? Lemon, right? Yes. Have you ever tried pumpkin pie? Personally, I don't like pumpkin, right? You know, this orange vegetable. Yes, they usually prepare in soup. I don't like it. Yes, but when I tried the pumpkin pie, especially for Thanksgiving, right? You know, in the U.S., it's very popular these days. I tried, and it was really delicious, right? You should give it a try. It's really yummy, right? So that's a pie. Yes. What about on the right side? What do we have? That's in Spanish, right? In English, Pa- exactly, right? But it's also pie. Yes, so the name in English is also pie. Yes, yes. In Spanish we call it pea, but in English it's also pie. Yes, and we even have this vegetable down below. What is that? Peas, right? Okay, so that is different. Okay, so we have a pea, right? So it's very important to tell the difference, right? So once again, on the left, well, on my left, yeah, we have pie, and then the other pie. Yes, and this one is one P, right? Okay, so just to good. Now, what does it have to do with the topic we're going to work with today, right? So the topic I called this, and this is the first time. Yes, I'm doing this, right? So you're the first to get to know this. It's called PI, an approach to emotional intelligence powered by AI. Yes, and you know AI is or stands for artificial intelligence, right? So pi, what does pi have to do with this? This number that someone mentioned, 3.1415 and so on, right? Okay. So what does it have to do with artificial intelligence and all these topics we're gonna be developing today? Okay. So let's move on with the first part. Quickly, okay, so I'm sure you understand what artificial intelligence is, right? Or maybe not. Yes, we may not really understand what artificial intelligence is. It just became popular just recently, but honestly, if you look at this, it has been like for many, many years back in the 60s, right? 1960s, back in the last century, right? It has been there, right? It has been with our lives, with your parents, probably, yes, but it was not like really popular until recently, right? Now, what is artificial intelligence in 4 words, right? And to be honest, yes, I used this tool that I'm going to present to summarize this for me, because if you look at Google, let's say, you will find lots of articles, lots of definitions of what artificial intelligence is, right? And we understand a little with the words, right? It has to do a lot with algorithmics, right? Do you take maths? Anybody here? Yes? Maybe not your field, but it's there, right? We use it every day, right? And some people may not even like algorithms, right? Because it's a big topic, right? So it takes many, let's say, years to understand and to develop, right? But of course, with computers, it became much easier, right? And the core of artificial intelligence is algorithmics, right? Then what do we have? It's a system that should be or is autonomous, right? That should work, should do the things independently, right? Without, let's say, human intervention, or not so much, right? But we'll see that we humans are always there, right? Even if it's autonomous, right? Then it has to be adaptive, right? It has to adapt to different situations, to different contexts, just like we humans do, right? If we have a problem, we have to overcome that problem, that situation, and we have to adapt to the new reality, to the new situation. Yes. And that's what artificial intelligence, let's say, that the systems or the applications should basically do. Then of course it should be intelligent, right? But even the term of intelligent, let's say, is very vague sometimes. Yeah, we call our cell phones, for example, how do we call a cell phone? And in other words, smart. Smartphone, right? Smart, it should be smart, right? But is it really smart? Yes, we can debate about that. Yes, I saw let's say, I'm not like a non-believer of artificial intelligence, but or technology. Let's say I like technology and everything, but can your cell phone cook for you? Not really, right? Can it do the dishes or make your bed? Not right. So can it tell you when you have a health problem? Maybe not yet, right? Maybe in the future. So even the term smartphone may not be so complete, let's say, at this point. Maybe in the future, right? We don't know, right? But we call this smartphone right now. Yes, it's a smartphone. But that's why also artificial intelligence, because of intelligence, should be intelligent or smart. Yes, to help us make decisions, for example, right? Or decisions that itself should take. Yes. And of course, I also saw this meme, right? Maybe you saw how artificial intelligence is really portrayed. Yes. So basically, it starts with statistics, right? If you consider, we have statistics about everything, not everything. Maybe in our country, we don't even know how many people we are in our country. Yes, officially right now. Yes, but for other things, we know. I mean, technology knows. I mean, big companies like Google, Amazon know the things that we like, that we don't like. They are listening to us all the time somehow. Yes. Okay. That's why I don't know. Has this ever happened to you? You're talking to someone about a certain topic, and then in your cell phone you have the same ad on Facebook. Oh no, how did my cell phone read my mind? Right, things like that. Yes, yes. It's because they know all that information. Sometimes we provide this information to these companies for free. Right. Okay, without thinking unconsciously. Right, and that's where all those numbers, all that big data, let's say that is in the cloud or in someone's computer, that is statistics, right? Numbers. Okay, we are numbers too, right? Okay, and of course from there, the core of this is called machine learning, right? So with all this information, with all this data, the statistics, right, we can teach a computer, well, in this case, large big computers, to process that information. Yes, and in short words, that is called machine learning, right? If you want computer learning. Yes, and well, in a nice way, that is presented as artificial intelligence, right? Okay, so that will be in short terms. Well, so but we cannot just stay with this topic. Let's say we have to think about other things. When I was presented this topic, this challenge for me, let's say artificial intelligence, how can I present this in a different way? Because maybe you've seen lots of seminars, workshops about the artificial intelligence, how to use it. I don't know, to even to learn English, to teach, right? I don't know, to do e-commerce with other countries, right? For everything, even for legislation. Yes. Did you know that there is a virtual lawyer, for example, that can help you, I don't know, process a demand using artificial intelligence and can help you win, supposedly, right? Okay. So that's why I came to this topic, presenting this to you in different ways, right? Why don't we also talk about, as humans, right? Not robots, about emotional intelligence too. Yes, and from there we can also go to personal intelligence, right? Which you will see why this is called pi. Yes, and how we can use this tool to practice and to learn English, right? So quickly, I don't want to like give you too much theory. I'm sure you understand this, and much more your professors. Emotional intelligence, right? Sometimes it is presented as EQ, right? Emotional quotient. Yes, it is the level, let's say, the ability to understand and manage your emotions. Yes, and others' emotions. That has to do a lot with education, and later on in the workplace. Yes, because you know one of the important topics right now, we always try to manage this as the four C's, right? Creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. Yes, and collaboration is there because right now, in different places, institutions, you need to be able to collaborate with others, with your team, in order to reach the goals, right? And we try to do the same in the classroom, for example, with our students. So that's why it's very important to be able to manage your emotions and others' emotions, not only in the workplace. Think about your family, your couple, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend. You have to be able to deal with this so we can avoid uh, violence, let's say. Yes. And of course, it involves other soft skills, which are also important, like self-awareness, empathy, social skills, yes, and communication. Yes. So you can find more about this if you read, for example, Daniel Goleman about emotional intelligence. Yes. So now with this, we can move on to something more individual, more particular, that is called personal intelligence. Yes, or PI. Yes, what we mentioned. Do you remember? PI. PI. Yes, personal intelligence. And this term has been around for many years as well. Presented again by Daniel Goleman, right? And other authors who talk about this kind of intelligence, right? Also, there is another also broad topic, which is multiple intelligences. Yes, the styles we learn. Yes, and personal intelligence has to do a lot with, again, yes, with reflecting, controlling your emotions, yes, your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Yes, it has to do more with something personal, as it is called, right? And it involves, as you can read, self-regulation, to control your impulses, make good decisions, right? Life is about making good decisions every single second, right? Even the seat, the chair you chose to sit right now will have some impact because you are next to a friend. You were talk about something. The reason why I came here is very important, right? And those decisions matter right now and eventually in the future. Yes. And of course, it has to do a lot with self-knowledge and navigate. I like this, navigate life effectively. Yes. Okay. So that has to do a lot with personal intelligence. Yes. Now, uh, as you can see, we are trying to develop this with personal intelligence because of the tool I'm presenting, this single one tool. Of course, I could present many things. I could talk about, for example, chat GPT, which I'm sure you have used, but that will be too redundant. So that's why I looked and I used this a little, not so much. Yes, because I liked and I thought that this would be really, really helpful for English learners, right? And people who also learn English, but who would like to continue practicing the language. If you learn a language, if you have a level, and then you finish, let's say, your career, and you never practice, you're gonna lose it, right? You're gonna forget it. Yes. Take my example. I learned French, but I never practiced with anyone. I never moved or lived in France or Canada, let's say. So I forgot, let's say, right? I know some few words, but I never practiced. But I taught English for many years, and that's the best way you can practice your English, helping others, teaching your relatives, your friends, right? And you can keep practicing. But of course, you can find lots of tools, lots of apps for your cell phones, right? To continue practicing on your own, yes, in your personal, let's say, surrounding, yes. And that's how I found this tool. Maybe you heard about this. The tool, the app, let's say the platform is called Pi. Yes. So Pi, as you can see, it stands for personal intelligence, right? So once again, the name of this app, this platform is called personal intelligence. And in a few words, it can provide, as it says, uh, information based on your interests and needs, right? It is take this as a friend, as someone you want to talk to, you want to ask. Yes, not so called, let's say, as Google. Let's say you ask something and it gives you lots of options to choose from, and you don't know the first, or no, maybe the first has a lot of ads. Yes, I don't want to get ads. Maybe the second, the third. And we choose randomly sometimes. Okay, this third seems to be good, right? Okay, but it's not so personalized. Yes, it's not someone talking to you. It's there. The information is there, right? But it has a different approach, right? As it says, Pi can be considered a teacher, right? So you can have your own personal private teacher. Yes, it can be a coach. Yes, it can help you let's say, overcome different situations. It can be a creative partner, anything you want. It can be a doctor, of course, yes. And there is a, let's say, like a disclaimer. Right now, it may not be perfect, yes, and it's never gonna be right. Okay, it may give you incorrect information sometimes, yes, even based on your personal data. But the great thing about this tool, it is a kind and supportive, right? Just like a person, a friend, a close friend should be, right? Because it processes somehow, yes, using all that information about you and all the information that is, let's say, that this platform has found, let's say, with all the data and the statistics I told you about. It can process thoughts and feelings, yes. So it can virtually, let's say, feel how you feel, yes, how you're moving through life, yes. It can be curious and humble. Sometimes you can find some jokes. It's not a cold answer you might expect from a robot or from a let's say an assistant. Yes, a virtual assistant. Yes, it can be creative and fun. Not in the sense, let's say, because you know that most people right now who use artificial intelligence. What do we do with that, or what do most people do? We can create pictures, right? Pictures, images that are not real, that seem to be real, yes. But if you think about that, what about, let's say, photographers or artists? Yes, they are going to lose their jobs. We have a cell phone with a camera that we can take pictures, but we prefer the easy thing. We ask ChatGPT or other artificial intelligence tools to create something that we could do, right? Or maybe you heard I don't know, the song that someone created, making someone sing something that this person has never sung, right? Okay, we can do those things with artificial intelligence. But if you think about that, we could do the same content, right? Not just consume, yes, what is there, but create or be content creators, right? I don't know, creating pictures, videos, arts, music, anything, right? Anything that is in your passion, in your career, yes. And of course, it's all yours, right? So it can be part of your team, let's say, right? So, well, this is what it says, but we're going to see how it works in practice, yes. But of course, once again, the disclaimer, I didn't want to put it there, but it says that it may not be perfect. It may give you incorrect or wrong answers, yes, at this point. Maybe in the future, you know that these platforms have to constantly keep on learning from your information, yes, sadly, let's say, but from all the information that these platforms can find on the internet, in the cloud, let's say, yes. Okay, so with this, without further ado, this is the tool. Okay, so this is called Pi, yes. And once again, uh, it can give you those personalized responses, right? That can be really meaningful. Yes, this word is very important because sometimes the way we learn is with meaningful situations. Yes, situations that really make you remember the things. I don't know, maybe you've seen in your classes, your teachers make a game, yes, and with the game you really enjoy, and that's the way that we learn, yes, with meaningful situations, yes. And that's why this tool also uses that approach to help you answer that questions and engage in a conversation, like as if you were doing it with someone, yes, with a friend. And what's more, it's not just texting, yes, you can also talk, yes. And that or this tool can listen to you and can answer to you talking, not with a robotic let's say sound or voice, but with a, let's say, natural like. Yes, it's not so natural, maybe in the future it's going to be, but that's the way it is, right? Now, how can it help you to learn and practice English, right? It can help you with listening, right? Why? Because you're gonna ask a question, let's say, and about any topic, any doubt, any curiosity you have, and this tool is gonna help you listen to that. So you're gonna get some input, right? You can practice, you can learn English in your career, in any other institution. But if you don't have lots of input, let's say by listening to music, watching movies, but principally talking to people, you're gonna lose that input, right? And like I told you, eventually you're gonna lose the language. Yes, that's the problem when learning a language. Yes, if it's not constant, you simply lose it. Yes. Okay. So it's going to help you with listening, right? Listening comprehension can be difficult when learning a language. Yes, because you have to adapt your ear. So that's why I highly recommend that you listen to music, watch movies in English, and of course you can also use this tool to practice. And in the same way with speaking, right? Like I told you, you will not just write the text messages, right? But you can also talk to this tool, and it can give you the answer immediately, right? Okay, so you can like dictate, or you can talk to person to this tool, like saying, I don't know, how are you? Can you help me with this? I don't know, any question, yes. And of course, it will help you with pronunciation and grammar. Yes, if you make a mistake, it's going to tell you, right? It's going to tell you. So it's like having your teacher. Of course, I'm not saying that after this don't come to your classes anymore, right? Okay, no, yes, because I mean it's just a tool that can help you. Yes, it's, I mean, we teachers will exist as long as we adapt to these technologies, right? Okay, so that's the real fact. And what else? It can also help you with reading. Yes, you can ask for recommendations about books, articles, right? And of course, you can even ask the tool, you can ask the artificial intelligence to read this for you. And in that way, you can also practice speaking once again. Yes. And writing. Yes. So when you're typing, when you're chatting with this tool, of course, you're going to be practicing your writing skills. And of course, in the other way, you're going to be practicing your reading skills. Yes. Okay. So this is all about this tool. So now let's get to the practical part. Okay. So right now, I'm sure that everyone has a cell phone. Okay. So I invite you to download this app. I think at this moment, this is relatively new. Yes. So it may not be in the Play Store. Yes. But if you look on Google as Pi AI, yes, or Pi Assistant, or if you scan one of the QR codes, if you have an Android device or an iPhone, it's gonna get you to download the APK, right? So you can install it on your cell phone. Yes, you can do it now. You can do it later. You can ask a friend to send you the app. Yes, or you can take a picture so later you can download this at home. Okay. Okay. Once again. All right. You can stand up just to get closer and scan the QR code. Yes. Or maybe yes. Let's see. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, there you are.
Can you share your slides?
Oh yeah, yes, of course. Okay,
Step.
okay, okay. Will do. Okay, let me see. Let's take a poll. How many of you are downloading the app right now? Please raise your hands. How many of you are downloading the app? Okay, one. Okay, two. Okay, all right. It's okay. All right. So take your time to download the app. Okay, so we're gonna. It should be something like this. Okay, so pi, yes, and those green letters. Anyone else? Okay. Okay, it's all right. Okay, perfect. Yes, yes. Well, something I forgot to mention is you can also use the web browser. You can enter this from your computer. You know, there is even an option to write a text message like something from Meta, from WhatsApp. Yes, it has its own artificial intelligence tool, but you can also, there is a number. It's not working right now, but of course in the future it's going to work, and you will be able to write messages and send audio messages, or call Pi directly from WhatsApp, right? So you don't need to install another app. But the great thing about the app is that you can call, you can talk to this virtual assistant, yes, and you can listen to it, right? You can interact. Yes, that is the idea, with text messages and voice messages, talking, just as if it were someone, let's say, in your contacts. Yes, so that is the good thing about this. All right. So, any questions before we move on to the practical part? Okay, so, well, once you enter the app, yes, I'm going to show it here on the screen. Yes, uh, it may ask you to log in with your account. You can opt or not. You can choose to use your account, let's say your Google account. Of course, when you do that, you are sharing your information. You are opting to share your personal information with the platform. But you can opt for no. Yes, you can say no, and you can use it without sharing your personal information. Yes, so you can decide on that too. Yes. So, but it's going to ask you, if you want to get personalized information and answers, you should use your account. Yes, but you can make that decision. Yes, and so the tool is basic, is simple, right? Okay, so it's just like WhatsApp, right? Okay, so you have the text box, yes, with the answer and your questions. Yes, and the first thing I get here is something really nice. It says, or maybe I can make listen to it. Okay, well, I'm gonna read this for you. It says, "Hey there, great to meet you. I'm Pi, your personal AI. Yes, personal assistant, right? My goal is to be useful, friendly, and fun. Ask me for advice, for answers, or let's talk about whatever's on your mind. How's your day going?" Right? So the first thing, sometimes if you think about this, we even forget to say hello, to greet people, to ask them how they are, how are you. For example, when someone texts me or someone sends me a message, yes, I hate when someone tells me, "Where are you?" Yes, but where are you? Is it a relevant question? The most important question should be, "How are you?" first, right? Okay, more than "Where are you?" Right? Okay, it can be important, right, to know where you are, right? But it's more important how you're feeling at that moment, right? And sometimes, being honest, we even lie. I'm fine, yes, but of course we are dying inside, let's say, right? But here's the question: how's your day going? So let me answer this, okay? So you have the button there to call, right, and engage on a conversation. Yes, I can of course text, but right now I'm gonna call Pi. So I just press this. Hi Pi, I'm doing well. How about you? Oh, I think I need to disconnect this. Hi, Pi. I'm doing well. How about you? The downside of this, it needs an internet, a fast internet connection sometimes to get instant answers. Yes, and the lag is not so much. It's just a couple of seconds, 3 seconds. But right now it's not working. Let me try this once again. I'm gonna switch the connection. But you can start trying. You can start having a conversation with text if you want. So I'm going to start here, right? So for you to see, Look at this. Okay, so it's asking me what's up, right? So I can just answer, let's say something quick, fine. It does not stop there. I am still prompted to answer something, right? That's good to hear. Anything on your mind today, right? Give me 1 second. For some reason, this is not the. Ah, yeah, I know. Okay, let me try this once again here. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? So it says it's thinking. It's because of the internet connection. You know that our connection here in our country is not so fast sometimes. And right now it's not working even for that. Okay, let's wait for the answer. Okay, yes. So now, of course, the next step is what should I ask? Yes, what should I ask? I have all this personal assistant. I can ask anything. I can ask about my life, how to deal with different problems. It can be your personal psychologist, your doctor. Now, what should I ask? Sometimes we are like empty with questions. We want to ask different questions, but sometimes we don't know. So for that, here, for example, on the left here, you have some suggestions, right? For example, how to build a first aid. Just humbly assisting my new friend, aka you. So what's on your mind today? Okay, so it just answer after 1 minute. It's too much. Okay, so it's because of the internet connection. Yes. Look at this. Another topic you can ask is learn about your relationship attachment style. Wow. What's in the news today? Have a more productive morning. How to get a more productive morning. What's the latest in scientific breakthroughs? Yes, mind-boggling, brain teasers. Are we in the matrix? Wow, that's a very philosophical question, let's say. It can help you write a novel, a poem, right? Let me translate something, right? Let's talk about science, yes, or a random fact. Or I can ask something like, help me practice English. I may have mistakes. Please don't rely on its information. It's not, don't take it so seriously, right? In other words. Okay, so what answer, what reply did I get? Look at this. It says, absolutely, I'm here to help you improve your English skills. How about we have a conversation in English? You can start by telling me about your day or something interesting that happened recently, right? Let me try once again with this and see if it works. Hi, Pi, can you help me practice my English? Let's see.
Of course, I'd be happy to help you with that. Do you have any specific aspects of English that you want to focus on?
I like to practice speaking.
That's a great idea. Here's a simple exercise we can do together. I'll ask you some basic questions about yourself and you can respond in English. Sound good?
Yes, perfect.
All right, here we go. Let's start with an easy question. What's your favorite hobby?
Traveling.
Traveling is great. What's been your favorite place you've visited so far?
I haven't been traveling lately. What about you? What's your favorite hobby?
Ha, that's a tricky question to answer for an AI like me, but I can still enjoy helping people like you. So why don't we continue with our conversation practice? What's your favorite thing to eat?
My favorite dish is anything made with fish.
A seafood lover. Are you partial to any specific kind of fish like salmon or tuna?
Not really, all kinds.
Well, variety is the spice of life, right? So what's your favorite movie?
Okay, Pai. I'm in a presentation right now, so we maybe we can continue later. Okay.
Of course, no worries at all. Feel free to chat with me again whenever you have time. Good luck with your presentation.
Okay, so what do you think? Right? So it's really fun. I mean, I even got lost talking to this, like talking to someone, and the great thing is that it insists on you. It continues. It keeps asking you more and more questions. And I remember the first morning, I was like talking to this like for the whole morning, right? And without thinking about the time, because the conversation was really engaging, right? It was like talking to someone neutral, actually, yes, who will not, let's say, be, let's say, positive about you all the time. Let's say, like a family member, right? It's neutral with the answers, and I like that. Yes, if I did something wrong, it's gonna tell me that what you did is wrong. You should change that, or do something about it. Yes. Now, what about you? Okay, so to end up this, what about you? Did you install? How many of you installed? How many of you have this app on your cell phones? Please raise your hands. How many of you? Okay, one, two. Still downloading. Okay, it's all right. Okay, so why don't we invite someone to this place? Okay, to ask some questions. Okay, don't forget that we are also sharing this online. Let's see. Can you help me with this? I forgot this. Please, I cannot move so long. Okay, we're gonna play a short game. Okay. Okay, can you pass it on? Please pass it to someone. Yes. Okay, you can keep passing it. Okay, just pass it. Just give it. Okay. At the count of 10. Okay, so someone who has that bag will come here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Okay, over there, mister. Yes. Do you have the app on your cell phone? Yes. Yes or no? Do you have the app? Okay, okay. Does anyone, please, can someone lend him the cell phone, please? Your cell phone, please? One volunteer. Do you have the app on your cell phone? No, not yet. Someone? Yes. It's installing. Someone back there or there, do you have it on your cell phone? Okay, let's pass it once again. Pass it, okay? Pass the back. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. You have the app on your cell phone, yes? Okay, please come here. It's downloading, okay. Okay, one volunteer. Who has the app on his or her cell phone, please? Who has this? Okay, not ready? Okay. All right. So please come here. Come. Yes. We're well. Remember, I told you that it may ask you for your account. It's okay. For you to log in, because it will learn from your voice. It's gonna recognize your voice, right? But let's see if it works with someone. Maybe you tried, for example, other assistants like Google Assistant or Alexa. You can, for example, lock it to recognize only your voice and not listen to anyone. Yes. So let's see if it works with other people. Yes. So can you ask questions like how are you, things like that? Okay. Okay. One, two. You can call. Let's call this.
Hi. Uh, what is the time? Is the day?
No, yeah.
Ay, qué
No, it says, yeah, it says to ask to log in. I'm going to log in. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, yes, yes. Yes, it's the internet, right? So it doesn't help us. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Let's let's give it one more time. Yes, you can call, right? You can text, you can send a message, or you can talk to interact with it. And of course, maybe you heard in my side, let's say, there was a woman. Yes, for you ladies, girls, you can even choose it to be a male voice. It can be a man who can answer the questions. You can make that choice, of course. Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yes. Is it working in Spanish? Yes. So you can change the language, right? Of course, you don't want to practice more. Yeah. No. Right now, at the beginning, you know that everything, even movies, music comes in English first, right? So it is learning, let's say, right? So they are opening, right? So right now, I see that it works in Spanish, right? Let me try. Hi, Pi. Can you speak Spanish? Let's see.
Hola, claro que sí puedo hablar español. ¿Quieres practicar tu español conmigo?
Uh, no, thanks. I prefer it in English. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm always happy to help in whatever language you prefer. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Yeah. Can you help me with a good recipe for today's lunch? Um, let's see.
Absolutely, Aiden. Let's whip up a delicious lunch. Do you have any specific dietary requirements or preferences?
Not really, but maybe something with chicken. Let's see. Still thinking.
Sounds like a plan. Here's a tasty chicken recipe that's sure to please. 1. Cut up some chicken breasts into small pieces. 2. Season the chicken with salt, pepper you like, such as garlic powder or paprika. 3. Heat some olive oil in a pan over medium heat. 4. Cook the chicken in the pan until it's cooked through, about 5 to 7 minutes per side. 5. Serve the chicken with your favorite sides like rice, pasta, or veggies. Voila!
Okay, well, so as you can see, it can basically give you all that information. And what's more, right? So right now I was listening to that recipe, for example, but I have the text here, so I can review that. I can practice I can still practice my reading skills, right? It's like what's up, right? Sometimes you text, sometimes you send messages, right? Depending on the information, on the length of the answer, right? If you're on the street, in a car, of course you can keep on talking, and I did the same, and everyone was looking at me. For example, in the minibus, I was talking to, they thought that I was talking to someone, but I was talking to a robot, maybe, right? So what do you think? I want to listen from you. What do you think about this tool? Okay, so it's interesting. It's good to practice English. What questions would you like to ask? Phrasal verbs. Yes. Okay. So yeah, it can definitely help you practice phrasal verbs. It can ask you for quizzes like I don't know, choose different options, multiple choice, things like that. Yes. So it can help you, right? Yes, right. It can help you with anything, yes, that is in your mind. I think the sky is the limit. I know if it has some restrictions. Of course, it has some restrictions about sensitive topics. Yes, you cannot ask about the, let's say, particular difficult topics, let's say, right? It's limited to that. Okay, so don't use it for dirty things, let's say, right? Okay, yes, but it can help you with basically everything. Yes. So just to end up this, do you have any questions? Anything that you would like to ask me? Or maybe ask the assistant? Let's see. There should be one question. Can you help me once again, please? Once again, let's pass it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, sorry. Okay. Can you ask one question about the topic, one question about this, please? To me, yes, or maybe we can ask the assistant. Yes.
Does it work around the world? All around the world? Does it work around the world? At any place?
Yes, as long as it is connected to internet. The question was, does it work anywhere? Yes, but of course it requires an internet connection, right? There are some, let's say, artificial intelligences or apps, let's say, that may work offline, but they are still limited to, let's say, to the information you have on your cell phone. Yes, but as for this, it does require an internet connection. That's the downside. Yes, but you're gonna find it really engaging at sometimes asking different questions. Maybe in the future you may not use it, but if you, let's say, find a good reason, have a, let's say, an important question, you don't know who to ask, it's so you can have this assistant to answer some questions, right? Yeah, tell me.
Is that possible to ask questions about directions if I am in another country?
About what?
If I am in another country, to ask for directions.
Directions. That's an interesting thing. Right now, no, it cannot give you, let's say, directions. Yes, but for that you have Google Maps, for example. Yes, but of course, yes, it'll be a really useful tool. This is something relatively new. It just came out last year, and to other countries besides United States, it just came this year, right? And the app is not in the Play Store yet, right? So they may implement these new features in the future, right? But it's a good question, right? So you can listen to the directions. But right now you have Google Maps, and it can also give you voice directions. Yes.
I ask it because sometimes it's really difficult to use Google Maps in other countries, and that's why I was asking that.
Yes. No, and it's more difficult here, right? Maybe sometimes this happened to you. The Google Maps point you to one direction, but you are going the other way, and yes, that can happen, right? So, but there are tools. There are tools like with Google Maps, you can use your camera to point to the right direction. Yes, so you can also use, but of course these technologies are evolving day by day, right, year by year, and we don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? So, do you have any other questions, comments, suggestions? Yes. Okay, so thank you so much for your time and your participation. I hope you can find this tool really useful to practice your English principally, and well, to keep on learning. Yes, which is the most important thing right now. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Okay.